All right, so let's get right into all of the college football games. We got Tuesday football, Wednesday football, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Amazing college football. We're going to go through every single game like we always do. And then we will post our picks on the day today. But let's get right into it. We got Liberty minus 10.5 against New Mexico State, and we are going to take New Mexico State. You got South Bama -7 against Arkansas State, and we're going to take Arkansas State. You got Western Kentucky laying the 10 against Florida International. We are going to take Western Kentucky to blow them out. Then you got Delaware -2.5 against Jacksonville State. We're going to go with Jacksonville State. You got UTEP -2.5 against Sam Houston, and we're going to go UTEP in that game. East Carolina laying 17 against Tulsa. 17 points. I think it's just too many. Give us Tulsa. Going into the big games on Saturday, you got Miami -13.5 against Louisville. And don't look now, Miami, but this is going to be a dogfight game. Love Louisville in the 13.5. You got Nebraska laying 9 against Minnesota. We like Nebraska to row the boat in that game. Utah State -3.5 against San Jose State. We're going to go with San Jose State. And then you got Cal -10 against North Carolina. We are going to go with North Carolina in that game. And then you got Houston -1.5 against Arizona. We're going to go with Arizona. You got Bowling Green -3.5 against Central Michigan. We're going to go Central Michigan. You got Miami of Ohio -13 against Eastern Michigan. We're going to go Eastern Michigan. TCU -3 against Baylor. We're going to go TCU. You got Michigan -5.5 against Washington. This team's been up, down, left, right. Michigan coming off of just getting run. We like Michigan to bounce back. Vanderbilt -2.5 against LSU. We like LSU in this game. Duke -1.5 against Georgia Tech. What's wrong there? Absolutely nothing. Duke's a really good football team. This game's going to go to the wire, but we are going to take Georgia Tech. Tulane -9.5 against Army. We like Tulane. Boston College -1.5 against UConn. We're going to go with Boston College. Oklahoma showed its true colors last week. Now they're laying 5 against South Carolina, and South Carolina is going to beat them as well. So make sure you got money on South Carolina in that game. Central Florida -7 against West Virginia. We're going to go with Central Florida. Toledo -25 against Kent State. Kent State showed me a lot of offense in that last game, so we're going to take them in the 25. Buffalo -17 against UMass. We're going to go with Buffalo in that game. Troy -6 against Monroe. We like Monroe. Northwestern -3 against Purdue. We're going to come right back with Northwestern, so make sure that you do as well. Ball State -1 against Akron. We are going to go with Akron in that game. And you got Boise State laying 11.5 against UNLV. We're going to go with Boise State. You got North Texas laying 4 against Texas San Antonio. North Texas bounces back after getting embarrassed on last week. Texas State -2.5 against Marshall. We're going to go with Marshall. Temple -12 against Charlotte. Temple is not 12 points better than anybody. Give us Charlotte in that game. Georgia laying 7 against Ole Miss. They're just begging you to take Ole Miss in this game. Georgia runs them right out. Ohio State laying 25 against Wisconsin. As you guys all know, Ohio State's a phenomenal football team, but I like Wisconsin after getting shut out at home to bounce back, play them tough, and keep it well within 25. Texas A&M flexes this week to show that they truly belong, lay the 7.5 against Arkansas. Got Appalachian State -10 against Coastal Carolina. We like Appalachian State. You got Air Force -4 against Wyoming. We like Air Force. James Madison laying 1 against Old Dominion. We're going to go with Old Dominion in this game. Everyone's all high and mighty on Clemson, -9 against SMU. Sorry, my friends. SMU comes to the party. Could definitely win that game. Ohio -12 against Northern Illinois. We're going to go with Ohio. Indiana laying 27 against Sparty. I would like Michigan State in this game. Again, Indiana coming off a huge high in that game. Look for Michigan State just to keep it close. Indiana just kind of roll into next week. Then you got Texas Tech laying 10 points against Arizona State. Arizona State, obviously not the team they were last year. Quarterback issues at Texas Tech. It's not going to matter. Texas Tech runs them out. Memphis minus the 21.5 against UAB. Let's go with Memphis. Florida minus 8.5 against Mississippi State. This will be the final dagger in the coach of Florida. Mississippi State, easy win in that game. Make sure you play it. Southern Miss minus 4 against Lafayette. We're going to go with Lafayette in this game. Virginia laying 17.5 against Washington State. Washington State, who just battled with Ole Miss. I would like Washington State to battle with Virginia. So give us the 17.5. Possible upset here. Nobody else thinks so, but this guy does. Oregon laying 17 against Rutgers. Way too many at Rutgers. The place is going to be rocking. Take Rutgers in the 17. Colorado State minus 3 against Hawaii. We like Hawaii. Iowa minus 3 against Penn State. And watch out for Penn State in this game. Watch now that Franklin is gone. Look for Penn State to really show up in this game. We like Penn State. And then everybody all high and mighty on the UCLA Bruins minus the 3.5 against Maryland. Sorry, Maryland's the best defense that UCLA has seen. Maryland wins that game. Georgia Southern minus 6.5 against Georgia State. We like Georgia State. Texas minus 12 against Kentucky. Texas knows it's got to get rolling right now if it wants to make the playoffs. Look for Texas to roll out Kentucky. Pitt minus 11.5 against Syracuse. We like Pitt. Sorry, Alabama, you are on my upset alert list this week against Tennessee. Love Tennessee plus the 8 points in that game. South Florida minus 22 against Florida Atlantic. We like Florida Atlantic in this game. I think South Florida kind of takes a knee as they start their final run. And then you got a great game, Notre Dame minus the 9.5 against USC. Everybody's a USC believer, but not me. Give me Notre Dame. Too much offense, too much defense. USC cannot stop the run. The 9.5 is bait. Give us Notre Dame. Missouri minus 2 against Auburn. Two teams going in different directions, but we're going to go with Auburn in the 2 in this game. Cincinnati minus the 22 against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's going to be competitive against somebody. It might as well be now. We like Oklahoma State. You got Utah minus the 3.5 against BYU. Huge game. We're going to go with Utah. Then you got New Mexico minus 12 against Nevada. We like New Mexico. And to sell out the night, it'll be Florida State minus the 17.5 against Stanford. Stanford's just horrible. We're going to go with Florida State to lay the 17.5 points and show some pride. So that's all the college football games starting today. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's an awesome week of college football. Subscribe, keep watching us. Again, we give more winners than anybody else that's out there. That includes ESPN, CBS. Let it roll, guys. Subscribe. Watch us. Roll with us. Tell us what you think, and let's roll.